The Boys spin-off series Gen V might be just as good, if not better, than the Boys series itself. Like, it's crazy. Seth Rogen and them boys just don't miss. I just finished watching the first 3 episodes, and you know we gotta talk about it because there's some shit that goes down, man. Quick warning that I'm gonna be recapping all 3 episodes and give you my honest spoiler-filled thoughts of the episode, so if you don't want to be spoiled, make sure you drop a like, follow, and come back after because I want to hear your thoughts. So we kick off this new spin-off series with a shot of A-Train being drafted #1 overall into the 7. Turns out there's like this Hogwarts for soups called God U, which A-Train attended. But we pick up with this family who's watching this on TV. Father, a mother, and 2 daughters. One of which isn't feeling too good after playing with her little sister. Realizes she's not just going through puberty. Her soup powers are kicking in. And when her parents try to help her out, let's just say it doesn't end well for her parents as her little sister walks in on their dead parents. I couldn't show this scene, it was too gruesome. But it was all a dream. As Marie wakes up, she's an orphan. She's got like these weird blood powers where she's able to manipulate the blood inside her body and use them as weapons. But she gets accepted into God U and kick in the early 2000s college movie vibes with homages to Homelander. But Marie meets her roommate Emma, who's like a social media star. She has over 1 million followers because she's a little tiny person. Shots are fired at PewDiePie yet again. But it turns out that Marie didn't get accepted into the crime fighting track because she was rejected. We also meet Jordan Lee here, who's another prominent character. And we meet Brinks, who's played by Clancy Brown. He's like the head honcho here at God U. And he basically reiterates that she's not meant for crime fighting. She's meant for TV. We also get introduced to the literal Golden Boy, who's actually played by Arnold's son. He's like the Human Torch and is going to be next up into the 7. Later that night, Marie runs into this weirdo Get Out style, as it looks like he's escaped from somewhere. Andre helps stop this guy. He's Golden Boy's best friend and another prominent character. An army of SWAT dudes take this kid back to where he belongs. And this is where the mystery starts to happen. We pick up with Emma and Marie trying to make some new friends, but it doesn't go well because they're all like theater kids. They're all super self-absorbed. But then we get a meeting with Luke, aka Golden Boy, meeting with Brinks, who tells him that he's next up. He's going to be in the 7 with 2 slots open now. But Luke knows something that we all don't. After the events of the other night, Andre invites Marie to hang out with his crew, which she agrees to, and they all go out partying. Meanwhile, Emma is home alone and reading all her negative comments, which is kind of like me on TikTok when she hits up a booty call. And the dude wants her to get small and climb on his couch. But we learn that the way she gets small is that she physically has to throw up, and then in order for her to get big, she has to eat food. It's like an interesting metaphor for like beauty standards. Let's just say that's my boy's thumb. This shit was crazy. I could not believe I was watching this. I don't even know if I could show this. Andre tries showing off during the party and accidentally slits a girl's throat, and she starts bleeding uncontrollably. But Marie saves her, and everyone starts recording it, and she goes viral. Brinks requests to meet with her the next day, and she thinks she's about to be up there now, accepted into the crime fighting track. But he expels her instead. The cover for Luke, Andre, and Jordan Lee. Marie is obviously devastated because she's doing this to kind of avenge her family in her own way and prove that she is a hero and not a monster. And then we pick up with Luke having these visions of a forest, and it looks like his little brother. After mustering up some courage of realizing why she came to the college in the first place, Marie goes back to Brinks' office, but walks in on Golden Boy murdering Brinks. And he's on demon time. He can't have people knowing that he did this, so he goes after Marie. She runs away, and Luke runs into Jordan Lee. They have a fight, but Golden Boy eventually beats his ass, or their ass, which is when Andre is able to console Luke, says, "I'm sorry," flies up into the air, and blows himself up. I obviously can't show that. And the episode ends with Ashley, the new CEO of Vought, explaining this horrible situation. Then we pick up in episode 2. There's like this secret cult thing between God V and Vought. They don't really give a fuck about Golden Boy. She's just pissed off that their #1 Golden Boy blew himself up and is crazy. Now they gotta pivot to a new soup. Meanwhile, Marie is famous now. She's got people like Timothy Chalamet taking selfies with her. They released the new rankings of soups at God U, and Andre is #1, which is something that he clearly does not care about. But Jordan Lee is 5th, and she's pissed because she's essentially the one who held off Golden Boy, and she's got her own daddy issues to worry about. And they give Marie and Andre all the credit for stopping Golden Boy and make them headliners essentially. Andre and Marie have a conversation about what happened to Luke. And she says, "Look, I don't want anything to do about it. I don't care. Leave me out of it." This dude's the acting teacher now after he got fired from being a director. Jordan Lee asks Marie if she could tell the truth about what happened with Golden Boy, and Marie accepts. We get this quick shot on TV of Homelander, if he's going to be on trial or not after what he did at the end of season 3. Interesting. Kate and Andre link up, and they're basically going to Scooby-Doo the shit with what happened with Luke. Meanwhile, Emma and Justine have a heart-to-heart, who's like one of those superficial people. She tells her the truth about how she gets her powers. She throws up, has to eat, which probably wasn't a good idea with Shin with a clout chaser. Marie meets with Dean and Indira, and they have somewhat of a heart-to-heart. She says she truly cares about her, but we all know what she really wants. They got ulterior motives here. Of course, the scene right after shows that she's in these woods parts where that one kid got thrown into. What is she building in there? Kate and Andre go to Luke's place, and it's been completely cleared out and wiped away. Emma confronts Justine because Justine basically blasts to the entire internet that she throws up. Andre finds Luke's phone inside of a statue of his own father, Polarity, and Luke recorded a message in case he passed away of all of these weird things that are going on, the woods, his brother, all of it. So instead of going to the interview later that night, Andre goes to Brinks' office to get some more evidence, and he finds a lot of it. Meanwhile, during this interview, Marie gets put on blast before the actual live interview by the host, saying that they reached out to her sister for comment. She didn't even know where her sister lived, so that kind of threw her off her game. But she tells her that her sister wants nothing to do with her still, and you can tell she kind of gets back into her shell. But what I've noticed of Marie 3 so far is when she feels like she's got her back against the wall and nobody is on her side, she becomes a stone cold killer. She takes full credit for what happened with Golden Boy, which obviously kind of pisses off Jordan Lee. You can just tell this really hurt Marie that her own sister, whether it's true or not what she said, wants nothing to do with her. So she consoles with Dean and Indira and they have a heart to heart. Andre almost gets caught up, but Kate saves him. Then we pick up in episode 3 with a flashback to 3 years ago, and Sam is in that one facility with that one girl with mind control had. And then Andre and Kate have relations. Justine tries to apologize to Emma, but of course she records it because she's a clout chaser. And if Emma's day couldn't get worse, her mom shows up. Jordan Lee's parents show up. It's a freaking parent convention. Emma and Marie have a nice heart to heart on the toilet. Emma's mom is basically a clout chaser too, using her own daughter. She goes to get some air and Andre follows her because he knows she could be useful because she gets small. And they hatch a plan to go find Sam in the woods because he now knows where that is. Jordan Lee gets at her dad's neck because her dad wants a son only. Jordan Lee's like, man, fuck you. I'm who I am. Emma successfully sneaks into the woods where Sam is hidden. Back at the gala, we see the Deep. Of course, he went to this fucking college. Andre tries to tell his dad about this whole wood situation, but of course, he's in on it. And he just wants to see his son be number one because he never could be. Sam and Emma actually become friends, and Marie and Kate also connect on a heart-to-heart level, and Jordan Lee even forgives her. Now, we're getting the group form, and all these characters are great. But the episode ends on a cliffhanger with them knowing that Emma is in Sam's room, and now we gotta wait a week to find out what happens next. But I mean, all in all, man, Gen V is incredible. It's just like The Boys. It has a lot of shock value, but at the end of the day, it's all about its characters, its story, and I gotta say, it's off to a hot start. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and as always, like and follow for more.